Hi everyone, how are you doing today? I hope you all doing great and having good time. And this video, especially for people who's having hard time and their hardships in their life. Let me remind you, every day it's a new day.
The first thing I want you to take away from today is this: you will have good days and you'll have bad days, but you will always learn something more or something new, and you will learn more overall on bad days than good days. You will learn more about yourself, you'll learn more about relationships, you'll learn about life and principles, and it'll build your character. If you're a person who wants, let's say, improve on your character of patience, let's say, don't complain when you're waiting in a line. You ain't going to grow in patience until you're put in a place to wait.
We think too much about what people say. We listen to ourselves too little. You have to listen to your heart. You don't have to look good for people. You don't have to be perfect just because other people want you to be perfect. If your soul is perfect from within, that's all right. This is all what you want. This is all what you need to be.
My father came home, she said, Slick, which was my daddy's nickname, your boy been up at the school being a smart aleck. Now I already know I'm gonna get a whipping for this. She said, tell him what you wrote on your paper. And I said, I want to be on TV. And my father said, well, what's wrong with that? And she said, well, he being a smart aleck, putting something like that that's unbelievable on the paper. So my father said, Bill, how come the boy can't put on the paper he want to be on TV? So they were starting to get into an argument, so I got sent to my room. My father came in the room. He said, all right, this is what I want you to do. What does she want you to put on your paper? I said, I don't know, Daddy, like a basketball player, what all the rest of the kids wrote. He said, well, put that on the paper. Take that to school tomorrow and give it to her. Take your paper and put it in your drawer. Every morning when you get up, read your paper. And every night before you go to bed, read your paper. That's your paper. What he told me was a principle of success, that if you write it down and envision it, anything you see in your mind, you can hold in your hand.
You know, I don't think people will believe it, but I think it's self-taught. I don't think confidence is something that you are born with. I don't think confidence is, it's a skill set. And I had no confidence growing up. As a child, I had very low self-esteem. I was gawky as a teenager. I lived in America. I was made to feel conscious about the fact that I was Indian. That was weird at that time. And not by everyone, but just by like a few bullies in school that hated me. And high school's hard for everyone. But so I was in a very weird sort of teenage place. And when Miss India happened, I'm inherently competitive. I think the fact that I was competitive pushed me to teach myself to be confident.
If you let people's perception of you dictate your behavior, you will never grow as a person. But if you leave yourself open to experience, despite what others think, then you will learn and grow.
Fresh into this high school in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I wanted to use the bathroom, but I didn't want to use the regular boys' bathroom because the boys' bathroom smelled like smoke and all the other fun stuff. So I'd go into the teacher's lounge and a teacher comes in. His name is Jody Swick. He says, hey, you can't be in here. I kind of pause. I'll leave when I'm done. And I continue to wash my hands. And I kind of just looked at him. I walked by. He looked at me, didn't say a word, but he was fuming. I went home that night and I felt bad. I just felt bad. Very next day, I found him. I said, I just want to apologize for how I acted yesterday, and I'm sorry. And I stuck my hand out, and he looked at my hand, and he shook my hand. I'll never forget that shake. He wouldn't let it go. He said, I want you to do something for me. Yes? I want you to come out and play football for me. He looked past that BS, said, I believe in you, and I want to turn you around.
When bad things happen to me, this is a lesson from the universe or from God or from the Creator to stand up and show who I am and who I can be, and to take all of the pain and anguish and disappointment and heartbreak and all of this and turn it into a force I can use for good and to make myself a better person. And I think if you don't approach life this way, that you're always going to struggle. Because life is hard for everybody. It's going to be hard. It doesn't matter who you are or what you do. You need to be resilient to it.